you. Hard act to follow all of those things, and I forgot nearly what I wanted to say. And just to learn how to press this right or what. So we try to communicate to patient all the time, and in a heart surgery sometimes it's quite difficult to do that. But we have one specific group of the patient in a heart surgery whom we operate upon it. They are young people. They have a hole in the heart, and then you stitch them, you fix them, but they grow up and they age. So they become grown-up adults. And during this process of aging, they need a lot of care. They need to come back in hospital frequently. You need to check their vitals. You need to see them in the clinics. And they belong to this 1% of population, which accounts for 20% of all NHS care. So we have been looking into this, and we thought, but they are young people. They are very bright. I call them bright lights. They are very savvy. They use technology every day. And I mean, you don't tell me how many times you did say to your children not to take a mobile in their bedroom, to sleep with it. I mean, I tried. I have 3 of them, and they take it every night. 68% of them take a mobile within reach of their hand when they go to sleep, and another 16% leave it in a bedroom. How annoying that is. So me and my wife, we tried to change this, but it doesn't work. And then a few years ago, we came to this idea, which is not very novel, and people are doing that all around the world. Why we don't use this mobile technology, this platform, to enable these young people to give a care to themselves, to manage it by themselves, to make it easier for us. But what is the mostly important? Not to have their life around their diseases, their sicknesses, or congenital abnormalities, or however you call it, but to have a life, and then just to take a care of what they have, just to get on with it, as they call it, as they say. It's not cool to constantly do something or to go back into the hospitals, but just to have a life by themselves, for themselves. So here in Bristol, we have been working on this, and we created app. Let me try to show it if I get this right. So the app is called My Heart, and you can see it's there, it's working, we are testing it with the patients, and one of our collaborators is now in Newcastle waiting for the heart, Kevin, and I want to say hello, hey Kevin, he's watching us now on a live, and all the best, Kevin. Hopefully he will receive a heart in the next few weeks' time and then come back to work with us on this, because I want to create this for the patients, by the patients. I want them to create this, and clinicians to have a look how we can use that in a different ways. Let's see what else is there. So there was the big puzzle. Puzzle was these young people, then clinicians, follow-ups, huge amount of data going on. You see all of these good nurses, doctors, cardiologists, they're highly specialized people running all day, managing hundreds of them. Even the cardiologists, ordinary cardiologists, can't deal with that. They need to be super specialized. So all the phone calls, everything is directed to them, and they do work 12, 14 hours per day. And we said, well, we can do that differently. We can really achieve this, and we join the pieces differently. So we done in disruptive ways. So we use the mobile technology, we use the patients, we use the clinicians. We mixed all of these things up, and we came up with a My Heart. Let's see what that it is. So it is in the palm of their hands, ability to create something for themselves and to take control of it. And that's what young people, that's what young adults want, and everybody wants that. So it is safe, it is easy to use, it is intuitive. There are only 8 tiles on this screen, as you can see. There is a small, how you call that, symbols underneath. You just press it and it comes. See, we want to see the profile of the patients. So there is a data which he or she wants to show it in accident emergency or to doctor or to somebody else. But the most important thing is flexible. You can augment it, you can change it, you can put it in conjunction with your clinician, with your specialist nurse, with your GP, physiotherapist. So it is there, actually. It's a plastic. You can really mold it as you want it. You can make it as you really wish to be for it. Then it is one patient, one record in one place. And we created this virtual pharmacist. It's such a silly idea, like they use it in Africa. That's where we got this idea, you know. There are a lot of clever people down in it who live in rural areas. They cannot access the medicine. So therefore, we put these things together, and there the virtual pharmacist is there. We're obviously working on it, tweaking it, debugging it, checking with the patients. So then you can monitor patient well-being. So how you can do that? You can put it by yourselves. There will be a lot of gadgets which you can measure your saturation, your heart rate, all of those things. So that's the next step. Next, the peel of the onion. Hopefully nobody will cry if we peel it too much. Then they can manage day to day. But what is it for them important? They can also, if they have some party, if they go to school, they can go and book and choose their appointments also. So there is inherited flexibility into all of those. So this data must come to the clinicians. And they've done some mistakes in Silicon, I believe mistakes. So what they've done is they have hundreds of data sets, hundreds of alerts coming to clinician in the morning. So you come to work, there are 7,000 congenital adults in Bristol, and if 3,000 of them send you 10 messages, that's 30,000 messages. So what we've done, we don't want this when you come in the morning to have 300 messages. So we created algorithms, and these algorithms are going to filter it, but the beauty of it is patient together with the clinician create algorithm by himself, for himself, adjusted accordingly, and then that comes to your desktop. Is that physiotherapist, is that nurse, is that GP? And then you can scroll to it very simply and find it out what you want to see. That's all.
Milan, thank you very much.